everyone, it's Richard Robinson Ray. Today, I just want to tell you about the history of Google Plus. And yeah, I just missed Google Plus when I was about to almost join before shutting down in 2019. Anyways, let's get started about the history. The launch and core features, 2011, Google Plus was introduced on June 28, 2011, and quickly gained initial traction, reaching 10 million users in its first 2 weeks. Its core design philosophy centered on more private and segmented sharing than other social networks. Circles, this was the signature feature, allowing users to easily organize their contacts into custom groups, for example, friends, family, co-workers, using a drag-and-drop interface. This let users share specific content with only the people in those circles, addressing privacy concerns many had with public by default sharing. Hangouts, a popular video chat service that supported group calls and live streaming, Hangouts on Air, which proved successful and was later spun off into its own product. Plus one button, similar to Facebook's like button, it allowed users to recommend content, and the activity was tied into Google search results to some extent. Integration, it was a unifying identity service, tying together products like Mail, Youchub, and later Android, with a persistent notification bar across all Google services. Growth, controversies, and decline. Despite its strong start in user signups, reportedly over 90 million by early 2012, Google Plus struggled immensely with active user engagement. Most accounts were created simply because they were required to use other Google services. Forced integration, 2012-2014. In an attempt to boost engagement, Google made controversial moves, most notably forcing users to have a Google Plus account to comment on Youchub videos. This was met with widespread user backlash and resentment towards the platform. Google eventually walked back these integrations. Product revisions, Google made multiple attempts to redesign and refocus the platform, introducing features like communities, groups for shared interests, and collections, curated posts on a specific topic, to try and drive genuine engagement, but they arrived too late to reverse the overall trend. Struggling to compete, users simply found no compelling reason to switch their established social activity from Facebook, which was already the dominant network. The end of the consumer version. The platform's fate was sealed by a combination of low engagement and critical security issues. Data breach disclosure, 2018, Google disclosed a software bug that had potentially exposed the private data of up to 500,000 users, which they had initially failed to disclose. A second bug was found shortly thereafter. Shutdown, citing low user engagement and the security vulnerabilities, Google announced the closure of the consumer version of the platform. The consumer version of Google Plus was officially shut down on April 2, 2019. What came next? Following the consumer shutdown, Google Plus continued to exist briefly as an enterprise product for Google Workspace users, focusing on internal company communication. This version was later rebranded as Google Currents, which itself was eventually deprecated and its features migrated into Google Chat Spaces by 2023. In essence, Google Plus was a highly ambitious project that failed to convert sign-ups into active users and was ultimately brought down by competitive challenges, frustrating product decisions, and a failure to protect user data. That's all for the history of Google Plus. I hope you enjoy. When I still would have a chance to get my new look in Sagent and waiting for my main channel return. Anyways, bye.